YouTube, welcome to the start of the next model, because I just finished up the Space Elf one, which I still never came up with a better name for it. This time it's going to be a fan art thing. I'm going to make Hollow Knight in low poly. Yeah, I just finished up that one. Some minutes ago, I'm going to upload it to my different Instagram and TikTok and stuff later. I just showed it rendering out. That turned out well. I mean, if you look up at the face, which is never not the focal point, it's kind of horrifying, but that's what you do when you don't care about the face. Anyways, thank you for tuning into the stream. 2 is better, yeah. Alright, I should probably... I'm going to create a save file for this before I do anything else, because otherwise it's going... If it crashes, I'm going to lose any project. Okay, so make... I know he's called the Knight, or essentially in the game. And he's not actually the Hollow Knight, but... It'd be kind of weird just call him that the entire time. Oh, gotta turn off proportional editing because I don't want it to do that. I'll have to edit the eye socket in a second, but that's definitely the location for it. Oh, there we go, I can make it invisible that way. That looks better. Should clean up these a bit. I didn't get the angle perfectly right when I was doing the boolean there. It creates some extra variances, altering the geometry in ways I don't want. But just a quick cleanup, just go and dissolve them. I just started on, so I just finished the Space Elf one I was working for. I just started on a low poly Hollow Knight. It'll look more when I get, the moment I'm at its horns, and it'll look like him even without any of the shading and stuff, if you've ever played the game. I'm gonna make the cover art essentially with the sword and the shadows in the background. It's been a few months since I played the game, but yeah. Just wanted to finish shaping out the eyes before I focus on the horns, because that's gonna be the most defining factor, even though they aren't gonna really be this sunk in when they're done, because it's more of a shaded region because of this skull. Let's see. Just keep looking at it. References, but I want to make sure I get the position of the horns start right. Because once you get the head done, most of the other shape is good. Yeah, this is the good a good location. Inside a bit. I will say 3D modeling is a lot of fun, but I'm self-taught, which means it's taken hundreds of hours of tutorials to get in any remotely confident when I do. It is not easy to learn. I mean, to be fair, if you can get like the basic shapes done for low poly, that you can generally create a lot of interesting shapes, so it's not bad. It's the shading that's really difficult to understand because it actually uses math, and I'm like, but I don't like math. It's a good point for the horn, or is it too far up? No, it's a good location. No, I gotta move it down a little bit. Yeah, I all three digital art learning by yourself is a pain, but I definitely feel like I have an easier time working in Procreate and learning that than I ever did trying to learn how to work in 3D. Don't get me wrong, it is definitely something you can learn on your own with the right tutorials and stuff, but I had to find them all myself. For the most part, I just make simple animations. I actually didn't learn to do animations in the past, so I'm now recently trying to learn to do that. I just was learning sculpting, so other than knowing how to make a turnaround or making simple things like a moving blob for like a moving flame or something, I haven't tried to make complex animations. I do want to learn to do that, and I have been recently watching tutorials on that. But the hard part about going from just making still images and sculpts and stuff to making animations is, even if I know how to move the stuff to animate it, you need to actually come up with an animation, and I haven't actually done that, so I gotta actually learn to storyboard. I still left it too far up on the skull. No, that's the right location. Yeah, at least the nice thing about 3D is you see it, timeline and stuff down here. If you move an arm in one position in frame 1 and then to a different position in frame 50, if you've rigged it right, the program itself will move everything for you. So you don't have to draw all the frames or figure out the in-betweens. But in return, you have to make sure everything's set up right and then also plan it out, otherwise it's just going to look wonky. So you can also use that for 2D animations by making essentially paper cutouts or puppets, which that I've actually got a file up in the background. Well, not right now, but a save trying to take something I tried to cut out to essentially for a live 2D model, but I didn't actually ever learn to do that. I gave up on that a while ago. I stick to 3D modeling. And I'm also trying to learn how to rig for the sake of making my own V2 models instead of just using Vroid, but that is gonna take a while. Because that's got to be done in Unity with they have, or it's, well, since I don't actually make money off of it, it's free. I mean, I'm gonna be completely honest. I wasn't planning to learn to using Unity to rig models for VTubing, but it was straight up the comment of Crow Jabu when playing Death's Door. I was like, I need to do that. I've got a partially completed model. I make no promises it'll be finished by tomorrow night. The model itself is almost done, but it's the rigging part in Unity that I have never done. I've got tutorials I've watched, but it's one thing watching someone do it, another thing trying to do it. So I may or may not show up tomorrow with a Crow model, low poly, because I made this model in Vroid, which does the majority of the work for you. Made these a little too tall. Oh yeah, even though it does majority of the work for you, it's still a bit finicky to learn. But I jumped into it after already trying before to make a VTuber model in Blender, which turned out well. But it was before I knew that you had to use Unity and stuff to rig it. And well, I went back and decided, let's find something else. And I saw someone else use Vroid. And this is my 5th model from Vroid. Took a few, so I've actually gotten trial and error to improve upon it. Thank you. To round these a bit in a moment, but that's definitely Hollow Knight's horns. I mean, yeah, I got the angle right. That took a bit. I'm the type that once I want to do something, I can kind of get focused on it for hours on end. So it makes it easier to pick up different things like Vroid and stuff like that. But also, sometimes I almost always pick tasks that are just like going to make me suffer. Like, why did I do this to myself? But then I don't want to give up on it. Wrong axis. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, do not shade it smooth until you've set everything up. That's gonna look wrong. See, I do believe that's the entire head done. Yeah, that's good head. I should not have said it like that. That's a good shaped head. That is like for Hollow Knight. That was terrible phrasing. Yeah, that was never saying that again. Wrong thing. Set origin to geometry. And tab all them. Wrong thing. So it's Alt N. Yeah. Recalculate outside, recalculate inside. That's the normals, which it's used for shades as well as this, but wow, that's not looking the best. Shade smooth without any textures. I can fix it though. Join those. Dissolve this vertex. Before I do that, I should yet again. There's multiple steps of creating it, then re-adding the mirror modifier to make sure everything's edited right. Because you have to apply stuff, then unapply it, then reapply it, fix it up. The most important part of this sculpt will definitely be the head, so I will want to make sure I get this right before I move on to scenery or even adding the body or weapons. Almost fixed. You know, I actually probably leave it like this. No, it's best to fix this up. That should do for it. It won't look like this one's done because it has actual better shading materials, but yeah, that's what it's gonna look like in the end. Shade it flat because it looks a lot better when it's untextured. That was the caps button, not the A button. Visual mirror and all that stuff to get it in just general shape. Turn on clipping. Oh, that is a thing I should do with this. I always forget that because it does not automatically add it, but I've never once left it off. It's He's got a rather thin body, doesn't he? Yeah, it's about that size. Oh, well. Let's scale it on the Y as well. That wasn't supposed to happen. Yeah, that's just a Hollow Knight totem pole. He's a very tiny guy, isn't he? Extrude. Scale. Let's inset because that'll cooperate more. Oh, probably. I mean, damn. It is like a. Oh, it's got very tiny legs. There's like little nubs. I do believe they do. Since it's 2D art, it's kind of hard to tell some of the stuff where exactly their body proportions are, especially since he's always wearing the cloak and whatnot. I do believe they do meet more like this. He's got little nub legs. I do have reference art pulled up at the moment just to make sure I get it right. But I have played the game. That looks correct. Something looks off about the clipping there. But it should be fine. I'll see in a second. Start by applying this so that it accurately shows the vertices. Just move them over on the X. If they are slightly off, they'll be fine. That is an accurate description of how his feet move. I do believe. I don't remember him making that sound, but it like my brain wants that sound to have been made. No one saw anything there. That name means nothing. I think that cloak shape is going to be fun. I forgot to give him the arms. I should add those first. I forgot about his arms. Did not pull that far enough forward, so the rotation will mess with it. I'm just gonna go with the easier method. I'm making this more complicated than need be. Why is it automatically going up? I almost always make things more complicated than I need to, because I forget to do a step and then get stubborn and then try to do it another way to make up the mistake for a while. Oh, I forgot to deselect that one. That's why it was moving weird. Oh. Actually, there's a slightly easier way to do it. One more step to do it, then it's easier. I keep forgetting steps that have really improved this. Separate it, get the position, then rejoin it to the body. That way I won't try to... Oh, that didn't work right. Lean forward a bit first. I'm going to fix that. That did not move right at all. Hmm. Wow, the arms just bent weirdly there, didn't they? Oh, that's why it's never to turn off when you're editing these. I just did not want to go through the difficult part of this in the slightest, so I just kind of made everything wonky. But it's easy to fix. Well, easy enough to fix. Just a bunch of vertex editing. Oh, well, I don't talk too much on doing the art streams anyways, but yeah, thank you. I'm just trying to fix up some lazy vertex work. Oh, that vertex is an extra one. I mean, it's a way to get the shape in the end. I just got to fix it up afterwards. I could have just waited for the posing till the end after I gave it an armature, but I jumped the gun again. Right, I could just do this. Someday I'll learn not to get lazy and then make everything more difficult for myself, but that today is not today. Almost done fixing it. That'll do. Gonna be hitting into the cloak for the most part anyways, but let's fix things up. Weld any excess vertices, and that should do. Right, before you combine them, let's leave it separate. Oh wow, I just thought of an old meme because of the arm pose, but they had to do it to him, guy. There we go, we got a good start to the cloak. Make it look like it's hanging a bit more off. Now I can finally fix it up. Okay, why am I leaving these on? Given the build of it, it's better to... Yeah, I'll just use the edges method rather than poly build. Yeah, this method's working. I thought it'd be a lot more difficult to make his Tendrily cloak, but nope. Where? I can never find Slith. There it is. Say more thickness. Yeah. That was weird there. Well, I don't think that... my second monitor, which I watch OBS through, got a bit of a glitch there. That was weird. I mean, my second monitor is cheap, like $80 for a secondary tiny monitor on my desk. But it's entirely there to make sure I can see chat and to make sure OBS is open while having everything's in full screen. So, you know, I didn't need a good one. A good monitor is the one that does something. I have a drawing monitor which I use for art, but at the moment when working in Blender, it's not really, everyone trying to draw stuff or with grease pencil stuff is not the best, so I don't have it on at the moment. I have a long thing. Alright, I didn't mention, speaking of audio, I've been working on improving my audio, but I need to change more settings I might yet again to really improve them. I've also got some new headphones coming in. Not expensive ones, cheap ones, but nicer than my present earbuds. It should be easier to test audio with them. And what was I forgetting? Sword! Sword, that's what I was trying to do. I'll rotate it after I make the sword. So he's gonna have to rotate slightly forward. You don't really see it in the 2D art because, well, it wouldn't matter. You're looking from the front view, but all his other swords probably tilted slightly forward. Otherwise, the shape of the head wouldn't make sense when he's standing up in the cover art. If you tilted forward, that means it would be slightly longer than it looks. I know it's a nail, not a sword, but it's his sword. The general shape and height, so I can hide the Hollow Knight when doing this. It's really difficult to add on the details if I can't see it. I'm not going to create the cracks one for one, but I'm going to get close. forgot to add the... That's from here. Unlimited click. Second sets. I think I put those a bit higher up on this. Yeah, I put those a bit higher on the sword than I was meant to. Doesn't be perfect, I guess. Remember to add the material to them now, otherwise going back later and selecting all the vertices will be difficult. Well, not difficult, just kind of a pain. Crude scale. Sometimes I do that, because if I hit let go of shift while I'm trying to turn the camera around like that, while move, it'll select this movement, because it's shift, middle mouse button, click to move like this, and then just middle mouse button to move like this. And I'm always hitting things so quickly that I'm constantly shifting the positions that I don't notice that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to texture the Hollow Knight, and I'll do the background and stuff start on that next time. I'm just going to get the Hollow Knight himself done tonight. Let's try to get this a little more smooth looking. slight turn to make it so you get to see the side of the blade from the front point, ever so slightly. Alright, I got because it was the starting cube, which I didn't delete. It's got a shader on it, which I can tweak slightly. That's just a base shader I made as a quick one to use for a lot of things. Just save for a lot of the preset stuff. Yeah. I know it's kind of in the meme in the whole Blender community to delete the starting cube, but I mean the default cube. I forgot to do that. I needed a cube anyways. First of all, let's add a weld modifier to get any close vertices together. Oh, that was too many. almost done cleaning up the vertices, then I can get to the shading. If I was just making Hollow Knight, I'd be able to complete it all tonight. But you know, that sounds a little too simple. Make sure the cloak didn't get messed up by that. Nope, nothing's clipping through. If I want to calculate shading right, I have to do this. Alt-N, outside, Alt-N, calculate inside, tab. I want to shade them smooth. Don't want to with the sword though, because it does that. And it's a thing made of metal anyway, so you'd want it to be kind of rough. Seriously? I didn't click the button, did I? There we go, this time I did it. Let's jump into the shading. But I set the world color to that. That was wrong. And then save that. Whatever. Anyways, let's start with the eyes, which need to... Ignore that still save to world. Needs to remove this. Hmm. Oh, I was like, what on earth is that? I don't know what that song was. I'd say Hollow Knight's cape or cloak is probably an off greenish blue. It's really hard to tell. That looks about right, the base color. Wrong tab. Yeah, that's definitely Hollow Knight. And I'm not gonna get to the background tonight. I know I was forgetting something. There's one more texture I'm gonna do tonight. The sword. Or the nail. The nail's a bit easier to do than the other textures because it's going to be essentially it's a same as the other one, but just, you know, more metallic. A little too much. I wish I had a bit of a blue hint to it, I guess. I don't remember which of these calves is blue. That's because I was in RGB. I mean, I wasn't in RGB, that's why. I don't need a world color. Whatever. Let's use this method. Okay, why did I get that color? I'm going to change the color and stuff later when I actually add lighting and shading and also the background. Because if it was just the just Hollow Knight right now, and that's all I was trying to make, well, that he turned out really well. we never actually get a gender for the knight, do we? Not like it matters since they are kind of just like a little bug thing. That is also. Yeah, I can't answer the rest of that's one story. But yeah, that's the Hollow Knight. We had, like I said, I'll be adding more background and actual scenery to next time. I don't know about it. Be wrapping up in just one more stream or not, because it's more simple designs. I'm sticking to the low poly instead of grabbing the long time I spent on the space elf. By the way, like I said, I'm gonna be wrapping up here for tonight. You switch on over to chatting. So tune in tomorrow night at 8 Pacific Time for the continuation of Death's Door. Tune in Sunday at 1 p.m. Pacific Time for the last stream of Little Noah, Scion of Paradise, if I do that. Because I beat the game last time. There's just I probably just play in my own time and unlock the stuff. No, I gotta show off the witches challenges. So yeah, there's one more stream of that. And tune in next Tuesday at 9:36 Time for when we add some background and scenery to a little room, basically, to this low poly Hollow Knight model. So thank you for tuning in. I've been Lord Jabu, and I hope you had a good time. With that, I hope you have a good morning, evening, or night. I will see you all later. Bye.